calling.
Happy fall, y'all! You know we are going to have to celebrate with a harvest party, and today is the day. I am so excited. We've invited our whole neighborhood over, and I am inviting you to come in and enjoy a nice fall harvest party with our family today. If you're new here, my name is Nicholsen, and I love to do all things decorating, cooking, cleaning, and I would love it if you would pause this video right now and hit the subscribe button. If you are returning, it is so great to see you. I cannot wait to celebrate. One of the most important parts of this season is remembering as things are getting busier going into the holidays and the stress of cooking and doing all the things for the family, it's really important to remember to slow down and enjoy time with your children, your nieces, nephews, and your grandchildren. One of my favorite ways to slow down with our kids is using MelScience. MelScience is a subscription service that offers monthly science boxes which combines hand-on experience with VR and AR technologies to engage kids in studying science. They are breaking the stereotype that science is boring, difficult. They strive to make serious science accessible, interesting, and cool. You guys know I've talked about MelScience quite a bit on my channel. It's one of my favorite ways to engage with the kids. Science is all about exploring, experiments, discovery, and asking questions, all of which is natural for a child. So what I also love about MelScience is they have different packages for every age group that we have. I have an 11-year-old, a 10-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 6-year-old. So each of our children receive a box every single month. I absolutely love this, and if you are looking for a really great present for your children or for your grandchildren for birthdays, Christmas, or whatever, I highly recommend checking out MelScience. Our house recently went screen-free. Well, technically not totally screen-free, but there are no iPads and phone use in our house anymore for our kids, so it has been quite a task for me to find things to absolutely occupy their time. The most important thing you can do when you are trying to transition your kids off the screen is replace those tasks with really fun activities that are engaging. And if you are looking for a quick way to do that, I highly recommend MelScience. Just so you know, each of the boxes comes with multiple different activities. It's not just one and done. You can use this all month long, and they also give you enough supplies to do multiples. So if you want to make all of these a couple different times in different ways, they have that inside the box. So if you guys want to check out MelScience, I will put a link down below. They are offering my viewers 50% off their first month by using the code and the links below. And definitely don't forget, there is a QR code right above, because of course MelScience would have the best technology. If you want to just put your camera up to the screen, it will take you right to the page. All right, guys, let's get into our harvest party. Have over here, I'm doing some crispy jalapeno pieces. I'm going to put that on top of our chili. So instead of cooking, since I really just want to be focused on meeting our new neighbors, I ended up going with a bunch of stuff that I got from Trader Joe's that I love. I was already going to be doing a pumpkin bisque, so I was able to find that. Harvest chili, which is super good. It comes with all these really healthy things, plus it's delicious. I'm doing the romesco dip, which is really easy to make. I've made it on my channel before, but I ended up just buying this. We'll put these in little cups with the Delicatas kind of hanging over. And you guys know I love to do a pumpkin spice hummus, so we ended up going with this one, and then some guacamole that's going to go on our 7-layer dip. Sorry, kids are having a blast upstairs. I don't even know why I apologize. You guys don't care. So then I have a pumpkin chipotle roasting sauce that I'm going to put on some chicken, and then we're going to be making some stadium tacos. It's really easy. You just cut this in half, put some of the mixture inside, roll it up, and then bake it for like 20 minutes. Really easy. I got some pumpkin biscotti. We're going to be putting that with our chili, or maybe even our bisque. I'm not sure yet. Ooh, I've got some Velveeta, got some green onions, some pears, some carrots, bacon. For the bacon and jalapeno balls go fast, so they're super good. I'm going to try to make extra. Here's what the Delicatas look like. The kids started carving pumpkins because it's a great pastime, keeps them off screens. If you guys are on my Instagram at Mrs. Lori Nicholson, y'all already saw that. So we ended up making these. I made these with a really good blackened seasoning. It's super good. Highly recommend. And then some cashews. Not sure why I bought those. Oh, I bought those for a different recipe. Then I found these corn tortillas that are in fall leaf shapes. I thought that would be really cute. And then if you guys have not picked these up, go. Stop what you're doing right now. Go get these. They're the elote corn chips. These, oh my gosh, I go through a bag of these a day, I feel like. And then the other thing, which is not related to today, is this non-dairy oat creamer, which I have to tell you, I found from another YouTuber that's not like in home decor, but she's just like adorable and I love her. And anyway, she's obsessed with it. Now I'm obsessed with it. And then I got cilantro, panko breadcrumbs for our dippers. And then I got some garlic cheese bread. Not even sure why I bought this. It just called to me, so I picked it up. And then over here, I put everything out we're gonna need. I got some napkins. I'm gonna put my little jalapeno balls in these with a little romesco sauce. And then these are great. I always get these at the dollar store. We can put all kinds of different things in here. I'm going to do my 7-layer dip in this cute little pumpkin. I'm going to be putting our chili in this one. And people can actually spoon it out into these. I've got little cheese boards for I'm not sure what yet. And then I've got our soup for these. And then over here, I have another little container for something. I'm not sure what we're going to put in here. But I kind of got everything out that I thought I was going to use in this area. And then over here, I've got my menu. So what I'm going to start doing now is start listing out the things I need to do. Like I know I need to start the bacon and the crispy delicatas, stadium tacos. I can get everything prepped and ready, and then throw those in the oven a couple minutes before the people get here. Same thing with the nachos. 7-layer dip I can make now. And the rest I can just start getting set up with decor. So over here I've got some artichokes that I'm going to put out for decor and then cook tomorrow for dinner. I've got these beautiful pumpkins I picked up from Trader Joe's. And then I thought I would go with kind of an orange, yellow, and then this gorgeous purple. I don't know if you guys can see in there. So I ended up getting a little purple yellow vibe, and then we're going to tuck in a little orange. I love these. I don't know if you guys have ever tried this, but if you just put this on, everyone always compliments on how great our house smells. I also got another little pumpkin spice candle that we'll go ahead and put on the bar cart. Then I got a couple little picks just because they're adorable, kind of fit with my theme. And so my thought is we will either make all the food here and kind of tier it up this way, or I might even put it like a bar cart here. I'm not sure yet. So we're kind of going to work on that together, but I think it'll look beautiful regardless. I think I'll probably end up doing it here just because there's more space and I have a lot of food and I kind of don't want like Chewy. What are you doing? I don't want the animals to be able to get it or small kids to get something spicy. But anyway, that's what we're up to today and I am so excited to get started. Okay, so now what I basically did was wrote everything we're gonna need on these little sheets, and what we're gonna do is start getting everything set for the decor of like kind of where the bar area is gonna go. So basically what I'll do is like put 7-layer dip on here, but it'll actually have a place. So when I go to make it, so I forgot to show you this too. I'm gonna be doing like a spiced apple cider in here. So we'll have all of this ready to go. I think what I'm going to do is start staging everything up here, and then we will kind of take it from there. I think what I'm going to do is actually put a table in front of this area. I have that one over there. Kind of set it up here to tier this area. I'm thinking, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I know a bar cart isn't going to work, so maybe I'll split it. I'll do like some over here and then do the bar cart over here. Not sure, but we're gonna work on that together. I'm gonna move the bar cart over here so we can see what it looks like, and we're gonna just kind of get rolling. So the first piece of advice I would give you if you are going to be hosting people for a football party or a fall party is get ready before you start cooking. That way, if folks arrive, which they did while I was still cooking, you are already dressed and ready to go. I'm going to be setting up the bar cart, and I'm going to be enlisting my husband and one of my friends to help me kind of put some of things together. So you're not going to see everything, but I will link the recipes down below, and I'm also going to be linking last year's fall harvest party because it was awesome, and some of the recipes that you're going to see today that I purchased pre-made, I actually have the homemade recipe. That took me about 6 hours to make everything for that fall harvest party. This one only took me 2 hours. So the first thing you want to do is get your menu together and pre-cook the things that you need for the day. Now, I could have done a lot of this the night before, but I wanted to be able to show you the realistic version of how long it took me to do it if you were going to be hosting this. Ideally, I would have set this entire area up the night before I would have cooked my bacon and a bunch of other things that could have held overnight, but whatever, we're gonna do it all today. A little bit stressful, but we're gonna get it done. First thing I wanna do is actually get the area where all the food's gonna go all laid out. That way, when everything's done, I can plop it all down and then I can go enjoy a nice glass of sangria with our new neighbors and friends. Tell me in the comments down below if you guys host football parties, harvest parties, or anything like that, and what are your go-to dishes?
Until it gets better, even if it takes me forever. I stand by you when you're falling, when the river is calling. I said I love you forever. We can make it together. Hey, we can make it, yeah.
For the setup of the food stations, I'm going to add these little straw bales. I'm going to keep the plastic on them. That way they don't create any kind of allergens or anything for people, but I think they do create a really nice touch. I highly recommend if you're going to pick them up. I got mine at Michael's on sale, but try to keep the plastic on them. That way you don't get any of the straw and food, and if people are allergic to it, it'll just keep it all nicely tight in there. The other thing I'm going to do is start putting out the platforms for the hot food and start setting up all the stations. Then we're going to take our Post-its, and I like to start to add exactly where things go. That way, if somebody asks, hey, can I help you? I can say, yeah, there's a Post-it where the nachos go, or the stadium tacos, or the chili, and you'll be able to just run over and grab them and then put them where they belong. This keeps everything nice and organized and helps me stay organized while I'm cooking multiple different dishes. So the first thing we're going to start doing after we get everything laid out and labeled is start cooking. So the first thing I'm going to prepare are my 7-layer tacos. This is a really fun recipe. It's kind of like a 7-layer dip, except, well, you'll see at the end, it's actually quite cool. So what I'm going to do is prepare the taco meat, which is basically just ground beef, and I'm going to add a little taco seasoning inside. Inside of a bowl or any type of vessel, you can start to layer everything in. I'm going to start with some refried beans, and from there, I'm going to start layering our meat, cheese, tomatoes. I'm going to use guacamole. I'm going to use all kinds of different things. So this can really be any which way you'd like, but the fun thing about it is you can put a bunch of taco shells right next to this, and all people have to do is use a spoon, scoop in, put it in the taco shell, and boom, they have a walking taco ready to go. I absolutely love preparing tacos this way. It's super fun, and I think it looks beautiful.
Whenever you're down, out in the cold, faithless and dark.
The next thing we're gonna make, you can pretty much make all year round, but they're bacon jalapeno balls, and they are so good. You could definitely make this a couple days in advance or the day before, but basically you're gonna make that bacon in the morning, go ahead and just chop it up so you make homemade bacon bits. Then inside a food processor, we're gonna add red onions, some jalapenos, some cream cheese. Some people like to add a little mayonnaise to this. I'm not going to, just because it's gonna be sitting out, but I also am gonna add a little cayenne pepper just to kick this up a notch. Once that's done, go ahead and throw it into the refrigerator. That way the sour cream gets nice and hard, and it makes it so much easier when we go to form our balls. Once you're ready and it's been in the refrigerator for a bit, go ahead and pull it out, make little balls, roll it in the bacon, and then we're gonna put this in the refrigerator until our neighbors get here.
Your stories untold. Come take my hand and walk there with me.
The next thing we're gonna make is stadium tacos. Best way to do this is grab some shredded chicken or buy some cooked chicken breasts at the store. We're gonna add some red onions. We're gonna add some roasting sauce. Since it's fall, I went with a pumpkin roasting sauce, and we're gonna add salsa. Mix all that up, then we're gonna throw some cheese inside and set that aside. We're gonna take some tortilla shells, we're gonna cut them in half, and we're gonna start to build our stadium. Now, this is quite simple. All you have to do is spoon out the mixture, put it on the kind of far left side of the tortilla, and then roll it up and place it onto a baking sheet. I'm using a round one because that's just the one I have. I picked this up at Home Goods, and I'm going to be putting dipping sauce in the middle, so you will want to keep that there. That way, when it bakes, you still have that center for your sauces. We're just going to roll these up and add them to the center and keep going until it forms like almost like you completely stacked all the tortillas on top till you can't stack anymore. I also like to add a little cheddar, because who doesn't love a little melted cheddar on top of their tacos? Once that's done, we're going to set it aside, and we will bake this when we are about 20 minutes from having our friends and family and neighbors arrive.
I know a place where we can be free. There is a light shining for you, guiding your way, helping you through. When shadows and gloom are all that you see, we'll find a place where we can be free. From the mountain top down to the deepest valley, hear a voice.
The next thing we're going to make is an oldie but a goodie, fried delicatas with romesco dipping sauce. Last harvest, I made a homemade buttermilk ranch. I will link it down below. The recipes are always on my website at laurennicholson.com, and I'll also link the video. You guys have to watch it. It is so good. So with this, all you're going to do is add some olive oil or some canola oil to a cast iron skillet. In a bowl, add about 3 eggs, mix that up. In another bowl, some panko. I like to add some seasonings to this, so you can do whatever you'd like. If you do a little cayenne, it'll kick up some of that spicy flavor. All you have to do is dip the delicata into the egg, then into the panko, and then drop it into your cast iron skillet. We want to cook it until it's a little bit golden brown, and then we're going to let that drain.
It's the rising sun, shining in the darkest alley. Can't you see you will be free?
Sheet pan nachos are probably one of the easiest things you can make. I like to add some refried beans to the bottom, some cheddar cheese, and then I'm going to put those beautiful leaf-shaped tortilla chips on top. I like to add some protein, so you could put steak in here, chicken. I'm doing black beans. Some of our friends are vegetarian, so I do have some vegetarian dishes, including our chili this particular day, but you can add whatever you'd like and then throw that into the oven on a very low heat. So instead of making my famous pumpkin bisque and my chili, I'm going to use some from Trader Joe's just to keep things simple and moving forward. I will link down below my recipes so you can try them as well. Another one of my fall favorites is a quick fall sangria. My husband and some friends helped with this, but basically add 1 bottle of Cabernet or Merlot is actually my preferred choice, but add that to some ice. We're going to add some old-fashioned apple cider and then add some fruit inside. If you want to kind of kick this up a notch, you can also add a little Cointreau or some Fireball. That also gives it a nice cinnamon flavor. I have this recipe on my website at Lauren Nicholson if you want to check it out. So now that our guests are starting to arrive, let's go ahead and assemble our beautiful chili. I'm going to add a little bit of cilantro and some sour cream to this, and I'm going to start to assemble all the other things around the table. That way, when everybody gets here, they can fill up and join us to watch the football game, go swimming, play, and get to know each other a little better.
It's the rising sun, shining in the darkest alley. Can't you see you will be free? I have been far, I have been wide, searching for peace, somewhere to hide. Now I am free, open and pure. The
Once half your guests have arrived, go ahead and add your stadium tacos to the oven. That way the cheese melts, everything inside is cooked already, so you don't have to worry about that. I also like to add a little queso on top. You can actually put that in the oven just to warm it up right before you serve it. In these little grab-and-go cups, I'm going to be adding some pumpkin spice hummus. I love this. This tastes just like pumpkin pie. It is so good. Then I'm going to be adding some carrots to these. I'm going to add some pumpkin biscotti and those beautiful pumpkin seeds that I made with the kids. This is a nice grab and go for the kids or any of your guests if they want to just have some food while they're walking around and talking to their neighbors. In the other little jars, I'm going to be adding the fresh romesco sauce that I purchased. You can also check on the Lauren Nicholsen website if you are looking for a romesco sauce. It's very simple to make, or you can purchase some from Trader Joe's like I did. And we're going to be adding our delicatas to that and getting them on the table.
That can't be lived. We'll find a way if we just commit. We are one. There is no them and us. Together we're strong. Together we're free. From the mountain top down to the deepest valley, hear a voice calling you. It's the rising sun shining in the darkest valley. Can't you see you will be free?
I found these cute little pans at Home Goods. I'm just going to drop our bacon jalapeno balls right in there. They're nice and cold, and they were the first thing to go. You guys definitely have to check out that recipe if you're looking for a fun appetizer to use during the holiday or anytime you are entertaining. I'm going to put my taco over here. I love the 7-layer taco. This is so much fun. I'm also going to put out my stadium tacos, our nachos, and serve everything up to our new neighbors and our friends to enjoy the harvest season. I'm so excited to have hosted our first party in the new house. We still have so much to do, but it was exciting to at least get to know our neighbors and to have a little fun on this football Sunday. And I cannot wait to share so much more with you guys coming up. But let's take a look at how everything turned out.
You will be free. Stand by you when you're falling, when the river is calling. I said I love you forever. We can make it together. What goes up must come down. There's lots of friendly faces all around, and nothing's ever lifting me higher than a touch of your sweet desire. What we're all built in right. We just have to hold on through the night. As long as we are watching the fire, we'll be safe from the devil's choir. I stand by you when you're falling, when the river is calling. I said I love you forever. We can make it together. Yeah, yeah. When things go wrong, it's easy to sing.
I hope you guys enjoyed this fun way to celebrate with friends and family. And don't forget to check out Mel Science if you want to do some really exciting and fun things with your kids where they can learn and you guys can have fun. I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button and join me for the next adventure in decorating. We'll be doing a fall coffee bar, and then I'm gonna head straight into Halloween. I'll see you guys in the next video real soon. Bye!
If we